Recording backs on. I said backs on. A moment too soon. Were you able to find an intact carburetor? This will do it. Remember though, I can finish making up those engines in no time at all. Everything in order. It should be more efficient. I notice to stop making strange, ominous noises. I say, I take it back my abundance of skill. I'm going to thank you on behalf of everyone here at Camp Broken Glass. The pleasure's of mine. Happy to be of service. You do seem genuine about that. Tell me, do you have some sort of connection to Camp Broken Glass? Wait, I hail from Letterum, as it happens. There's a village here, precisely where your camp is now. Actually, the checkpoint for those visiting capital. It's also home to the rigs workers in our families. Obviously, much has happened since I last called this place home. Of my heart of hearts, it always will be. I must apologize. Faithfully occupying your home, you had placed the full burden of providing food. Good faith in our dealings upon you. I couldn't blame you for that. We hardly had a viable alternative to abandoning Laterum. No, you had never defend ourselves against wandering bands of maddened soldiers. That reality is no more your fault than ours. If you vacated right this instant, I know many of us would return, since you don't have the resources. Held you turn to platform G is back in running order, that is. Just result, your presence here is what has me daring to hope. If you agree to help me now, there come a day when the other survivors and I can come home. For you above, surely can't turn you away now, proving yourself with your work here today. No lingering qualms while approaching the superiors to your proposal. Surely, I could kiss you. And he just gets his thinking thumbs. Operation Reactivation. If there's no addiction, I'll speak to the Quartermaster about getting the necessary men and supplies for this operation straight away. You're stationed over there in the one pavilion. Let's show you to accompany me. Might help if I had another test by obviously sincerity and competence. Idea, what are you waiting for? Would think he didn't have a care in the world. Let's pray that Isolot is amused rather than irritated. Rimmelno, I see you brought Mrs. Advent. Is that the envoy from Tappers then? Yes, you see, sir, it all began with Appius here. I see. It would surely be a boon to us if the platform was restored to working order. No doubt, so you agree to help? One condition, must first confirm the platform can be reactivated. We had lots of a surfeit of personnel and resources, you know. Thus, are reaching out to the Tappers to begin with. We cannot waste time, manpower, and operations that have little chance of success. Remember, your task of assessing the current state of the Trishona Platform G, what is the precise resources we would need to commit to reactivating it, to make a final decision on how to proceed once I'm fully abreast of the situation. Yes, sir. In that case, I will accompany you. Really ought to start making decisions on the vendor's behalf, but I'd be glad for the company. Yes, to Trishona Platform G, if you would. Happy can help me carry the equipment. I have to see if it's worth it first. If it can't be done or take far too many resources to actually get done to actually be worth it. If we put in more than we get out, not a good idea. I do so miss the days when we had a full crew, pumping and tinkering and operating heavy machinery on too little sleep. Much as I would like to know what the hell's you're on about, we have no time to be visiting old memories. We're here for one reason, and one reason only. I know, at least the exterior seems unharmed. Hide inside and have a look around. Should you stay here and make sure nothing large and hungry is waiting for me when I come back? I think all's reasonable. If I don't, let's keep our wits about us. That's it. I'll see you both in a bit. Obvious. How did it look? Equipment appears undamaged, though temperature is so low that we'll need to be careful how we turn everything on again. It's just... Wait, is there another issue? Word, yes. I couldn't find the identification key. Without it, there's no way to activate the platform if it were in pristine condition. Exactly was designed with such an obvious flaw. Flaw? Should our platform to use a capital's main supply of ceruleum? What would do if anyone could turn it off and on now, would it? Key is always kept secure, and there are only two people who, able to open its container to use it stored in. Myself and Chief Frontinus. Haven't seen him since this blasted war began. I can only imagine he's out there somewhere, key in hand. Which means he avoided being tempered. I never met anyone quite as loyal to the Empire's Chief Frontinus. Probably took the key to stop anyone from misusing the platform. If he succeeded in this in his aim, he stayed dormant this whole time, out of the hands of the warring factions. Indeed, no one just find out where he is. Sorry for wasting your time. There's no making it to this place right up and running without that key. Tell me you're going to give up just like that. Let's find another way to activate it. I think you're right. The three of us together, surely we can think of something. Energy for all. Do we know a way to bypass the mechanism from the identification key interacts with? What exactly do you mean? I reckon the manufacturing discard. I once watched my superior, as is his way, to mental and magic armament and put it back together again. He succeeded in bypassing the verification mechanism required to activate machinery by rewiring it. One wondering if something similar wouldn't be possible with the platform. That's something a second-rate thief would do. While beggars can't be choosers, save your chief engineer appearing out of thin air is likely our only option. Got a point there. So far be it for me to turn down a proposal from an esteemed colleague. I'm so glad to have you at my disposal. That's the spirit, I suppose. I sure can't inform the court master of our plan. Should be willing to spare an external power source if the other tools have vowed to return them soon. Perhaps even some extra pair of hands. Seems to me to open up the control panel and rearrange a few things for Rimmel returns. I think you keep an eye out for anything that might eat him on the way back. There were never so many beasts around before. Must have gotten too comfortable without us traipsing back and forth across the ice. A little too comfortable, if you ask me. I just kept going, thinking it would be a bit farther off. Riotous road. go. Done I can for now. I even caught the end of your battle with those creatures. Spectacular! Ready to get to work, I hope? Of course, I'll set to engage in a bit of Ishgardian skullduggery. I'm not sure I care if that interface is very well. Custom hard devices which allow you to utilize the control panel. Thrilling! Basically up and running before you know it. Just stand back and watch the master at work. It worked, yes? You bet it did! That's life the old girl yet! Of course, there's still a lot of work to be done to get ready to extract and refine ceruleum. We're off to an excellent start. Means Garlemald just took his first steps on the road to recovery. I cannot thank you both enough. Pleased to see that this plan is a success after all. Great you seeing it through to the end. We can leave the rest of the engineers I brought with me. They're already capable of keeping the place operational until we prepare for the next phase. And I'll return to camp and inform it's a lot of our triumph. Instead of old Charlene said. Oh. Oh, good. I see you. Good to see you again. Wondering when I might hear how you fared with that platform. Seems I won't have to wait any longer. I trust your eagerness is something you've had some success. Yes, sir. Your access to platform control confirmed that it's operational. Full adjustment you made. I imagine it won't be long until it's fully operational. But the camp can secure a stable supply of energy, begin rebuilding throughout the region. Okay, let's get signatures to those in Tamper's Den and the capital proper as well. One of our goals when we first came here is to improve the lives of those that still call this frozen wasteland home. We made a great contribution toward realizing that ambition. Thank you, sir. Certainly would have made this hard without your genius. Facing Garlemald, look toward a bright future seem no distant now. The snow and frost have reclaimed their dominion. But I, for one, am ready to embark on the same journey that my ancestors once did, build a new home around the warmth of cerulean flame. Soon when the time comes, I shall be proud to know that I worked alongside you. I must thank you as well. You taught me to listen in sincerity to the words of those who I would otherwise have unjustly scorned. There shall be some time before we can return to ladder into its former inhabitants. I promise that when we do, a better state than when you left. Well then, you better get to work. We indeed. Ooh, I can take care of this. This will be number 6. Definitely see so much quality of life in Samurai. All about you, they're just like 2 central buffs. They're like so much easier to put on and maintain. This is gonna make this even more fun to play through. I'm really glad I picked this up as my new main DPS job. I am curious to try Ninja again when I get the chance. Ever restored some small measure of stability to Garlemald. Glorious! At least I'm sitting here long enough. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes. I wonder when we'll actually go to the moon. Just by the fact that they're not keeping a secret, it feels like it might be area, honestly, like the next area we unlock. Let's just fill in a bit of the map over here. Oh, yeah, runs right there. I sound like, oh, that's just double digits. Come on. Ah! Move! So, what you find down there? Evander and Euless. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Wait for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't! Peng and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. Your course shall Legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. How do we guide us? I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We're ready to commence the transfer of our refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die. Both of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. Let me speak of the refugees. They have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any of you prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others. We'll see that they reach our camp safely. Does that mean we can get through the Aetheryte soon? Yeah, I should have just mounted up. It's faster, I'm running! It's only ever a dream, wasn't it, to think we'd reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. The chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Hey, I got a tune now! Yay! Well, got the Aetheryte sorted in the end. All took a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. I can tell this is the one in the Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you are staying, isn't it? Most of us are packing up and leaving this place. I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Oh, hello! All the side quests just opened. A light that never goes out. Some of the darkness just deflates the spirit, wouldn't you say? There are plenty of lights, yes. They use the same fuel as the heaters, and not freezing to death. The place is somewhat higher than dinner than making the place look nice. Such, taking for myself to craft lanterns that use other sorts of fuel. I was once upon a time a technician in the Imperial Army, so provided I have the glassware, I'm more than capable of the task. Errors the trouble lies, though. Sometimes they're in short supply. I know where the city might scrounge up some. I wouldn't dare march in that sea of magic weaponry. Perhaps you could go in my stead? Just southwest of the station, you'll find a tavern and perfumery. There's less of them anyway. Somewhere along the routes, you're trying to find a ware suitable for our lanterns. And then a hero comes along. Oh, good lady. If you want to spare, my daughter is taking ill with a menace of a cold. Hardly keep a bite of food down. I know that a simple bowl of kasha will be easy on her stomach and be enough to sustain her. Or should I like the buckwheat seeds the recipe calls for? The man and market ought to have what I require, but I'm not fancy my chances of a place so dangerous. Besides, I dare not leave my girl alone for an extended period. The stillness of hers waxes and wanes from moment to moment. Last thing I want is to be away while a fever spikes or coughing fit assails her. Please, could you help? Oh, you will? Oh, you are merciful, kind soul. Here, I shall mark on your map where the seeds are like to be found. Give the containers a thorough once-over should yield results. I see you want to treat you with such kindness. Heard others that you're not from around here. Heh. That you're one of us, and that makes a difference now. Pupids, migrant savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning. All you're left of is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. I see in this shout chat. Nobody tells them I have 888 ceruleum tanks on me. Time for more. That's more side quests. Brick by brick, tank by tank. What do you want? Hold on. You seem rather dexterous, sort. You swear you'd take on a task for me. I trust you're aware that ceruleum tanks can be salvaged from down Magitech weaponry, yes? Excellent. As it happens, I just finished scouring the perimeter of the station, looking for any machina that aren't yet completely destroyed. I have work done. Word has reached to me that some war machina have recently come to a grinding halt nearby. Much would like to investigate this report, I worry that things may not be completely out of commission. That they may have enough life in the... They may have life enough left to strike a killing blow. But like, search the area northwest of the station for dormant water machina and pilfer the tanks of ceruleum for me, so you can succeed where I've so egregiously failed. Got somebody over here. Hired Magitech engineer. Folded hands. Yes, you. Can't hide your hands from me. Tell you've seen your fair share of hard work. So, what say you doing your old engineer a good turn, eh? I'm glad you noticed the terror these mindless Magitech drones inspire among the people here. And all that indiscriminate killing and whatnot will do that, I suppose. I mean to fill those nasty innards and purpose them to our ends in some manner. But where you come in, new friend, catch me an automated Magna rotor. A stir machine ought to be enough to tame the Machina menace. I thought you had brought the murder sting to heal first. Go on with you. Let's see if you've grit enough to bring me what I asked. Seven-legged hot. Good evening, letter. I say, is there something that was you here? I just settled. Was this? I'm just setting about the business of dispensing meals. So much has transpired in so little time. It's hardly a wonder that so few citizens can sleep from a fistful of hours. That's why I've taken it upon myself to feed these people from this guardian soup, and it always helped calm my nerves when I was a child. Although it won't fix all that ails these poor souls, it may prove to be some comfort. Surely, here's the rub though. I'd like to hand the aid to see it delivered in a timely manner. Will you assist me? You have to run around for this one. You will. You're here, the people indeed. Here, 3 bowls of piping hot soup. Could you see that those around the station are up here, especially will be gone. Receive some. Let's actually just finish the one here in the station. What is this, soup you say? It's very kind of you. Broth of Urian's design. For those who can resist its delectable scent and inviting curls of steam. For far too long, it's a hot meal. Can't rightly remember last time. So I guess this is a garden recipe, isn't it? My mother used to make something similar once upon a time. It's a red soup, well known in these parts. Thank you for bringing me this reminder of happier days. Days hope to see return to our country. What in the world is that? For pity's sake, get away from me! Let me sick of that foreign trash you lost called food. It's supposed to be from cold climes. Maybe to your liking. Oh, enough. What are you? Some two-gill salesman? I think you have all thing if I'll shut you up. Oh my! It's nice, isn't it? And so warm. How's you looking at then? I got my food and off with you. What not afraid I'll run off the bowl, are you? Not that hard to absorb stealing. I'll get you back to cook just fine on my own. People are talking about just like the bike mount. Just like they removed the bike's extra speed in Eureka only. Oh, I said alliance, not shout. First you march into our homeland, easy as you please. Now you tell us what foods you were to eat? It's very rich indeed. Let me tell you something, you little weasel. I spit on your charity. Here, spit on it. You take that soup of yours and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, these people just like have such a strong sense of pride and just like Garlean, just being Garlean and Garleanism that like they refuse any help out. Yeah, how do you fare? You managed to deliver soup like I asked? Oh, turned away by one sort of citizen, were you? That's unfortunate, although not entirely surprising. They have been through more than most. No stranger entirely to their pain. This court is in dire straits. I do feel myself fatigued beyond measure. My spirit in the doldrums. I was hanging on by a quickly unraveling thread, it felt. Hope is nothing more than a risible dream. Except the holy stables when a woman I never met, it offered me a simple bowl of soup. Such a dark, foul mood at the time, but once it was enough to turn my whole world around. Felt alive again, like I had purpose once more. Not to emulate that charity, do for these people what that kindly lady did for me. You know what they say, even the best laid plans and all that. Well, more than when fractious local dampened my spirits. I'm only sorry you had to deal with them. Some red paint. P.S. I love you. Hey Steve, the warrior of light herself. Navigator, it's good to bring you to us. We got our hands something of a conundrum. Wonder perhaps you can solve for us. It's all this fierce letter, you see? Not sure where it came from. Suffice to say, we found it when we were laying some of the dead to rest. I think it fell out of one of the deceased pockets. So the right to miss is delivered to proper hands. The dead need to say their piece after all. The thing is, ordered elsewhere. I can't look at it myself. Do you think you could take over for me? Spare the time, I'd like you to look for this here letter's recipient. Bit of a pain, I grant you, but our best and only clue at this point is to ask the locals around the station any clues as to who it might be for. If you do manage to find whom you're addressed, let Adelago know. I'll make sure to bring her up to speed about everything we discussed before I have to move on. I have unlocked a chocobo keep here now that they set up. children are our future. Excuse me, ma'am. I've seen a little boy with hair similar shade to mine. He's my son. I can't find him anywhere. Also, when I told him we ought to seek refuge in your encampment, he started wailing and sounding like I'd never seen. So I knew he was running hell for leather, goodness knows where. I worry we left the station altogether. The streets above are rife with danger. Please, could you find him for me? Oh, you will? Bless your heart. But no, my son, probably try to return to our house to the north of Vadium Novum. Try them first before anywhere. He'll be easy to recognize, I should think, with the color of his hair and all. And a mole delegate. Thank goodness you're here. You just see an urgent request for aid from one of our own via Link Pearl. That's when I make out their occasion. Sounded as if they were in the throes of a fearsome struggle. We sent out scouts to ascertain his whereabouts, but they're few in number. Might you aid in their efforts? Cooperation, much appreciated. But you begin your search to the Snaculum Imperialis. Our fellows have yet to explore it. Should any tempered imperial forces attempt to whale you, ask that you immediately subdue them, not kill them. To that end, I offer you this powder. You shall render any hostile immobile for a time. Ooh, a Paralysis powder. When I'm done getting quests, I can pick up a few speaker rolls. Let's press that matters on. Another block street. Who are you? I said you home. Tell her we won't go to the enemy's camp. I'm going home. Best to search for you. Oh wait, we just have a destination. Stop following me! Should I take a fight? I like to be looking over shoulders. Said trouble now. Where he saw you, zoom the hunt. Gotta sneakily follow him. Perhaps I lost her. This one's blocked too? Quite a lot of following quests. Going home no matter what. Dang it! Too close too soon. hiding place to hiding place. And it's like, duty commenced. Last one. Let's wait a bit more. Yeah, the well is not high enough. Foolish. These are very definitely potentially annoying. Hello. Staying out here. Chill here for most of it. I lost her. Must have been the wind. Imagine actually trying to do these follow missions, but locked to a first-person view. Dang it! I tried to like cut through here. Dang it! It's like you had to jump to get through here. almost wish we had like a suspicion meter that just like it like fills up, and that's just immediate pass and fail. Wow. Chill here. Now we just chill here. Just boring and waiting. Turn around, machine. This kid's really making me not follow a straight line. I got this. This can't be. Yep, finally made it to his house, or what's left of it. Done! No, our home is here! Right here! You again? Leave me alone! I think here to build a new house! Bigger and better than the old one! Yep, and now I have to save him. I cannot wait for the days I can start triple Madares. Why do you care so much? We're enemies, remember? Why are you trying to help me? How'd your mother feel if something were to happen to you? Not a kid, you say. We don't need your help. Mother's worried. I should go back to the station. to the south, actually. Okay, so it is like the old capture quests. I gotta get it down and not kill it! There we go. And you completely turn off auto attacks. Whatever is, it's somewhere in this block. Oh. West. A little bit to the south. East. Yep, inside here. To the northeast. Oh. How many do I have left here? 3. It's so much easier to explore when I can actually run at a good speed. There's a wounded soldier. Here. I just passed them by. There we go. I did not expect you of all people to come to my rescue. You were right just in the nick of time. If you had come in later, I fear you may have been forced to carry a load of dead weight back to camp. On my rounds, when I heard that I'd soon be a refugee crying for help. David poor soul, some imperial wretched upon me, looking for me like a critical eye. At refugee, they've been nothing but a bait for a trap. How does muddled like chaos? I swear I heard the man speak the name Lord Nerva. You're to see me. What do you mean the remnants of the Third Legion are still abroad? They're perhaps aimed to fleece us on both provision and arms. Suitor must be brought in for questioning after the effects of that compound of yours wears off. I shall return to the station at once, report and ensure that our forces have captured the scoundrel. Exterminate. Good old Dalek buddies. I'm getting some this way. Also fill in the map. Be the last spot. Yep, map of the realm, Garlemald. Automated cavalry. Yep, there it is. Far to the east and I'm not gonna turn down a fate when I'm right on top of it. Have you back? Drop some quick food. Actually, that me to do that one. Of course, one spot can attack another. quite a few of my enemy lists now. Wall! I picked up too many! Phantasm is down. Almost done. I definitely had hoped more people would come to this fate. Parts unknown. Two out of 5. Climb up at all? Oh. I thought that was a... Wait, I can see under here, yes. Oh. A little bit this way. Yep, it's up there! Gotta get on top of this highway. All the way down here. No. Yeah, climb up. All these small ledges everywhere from all the rubble is actually kind of annoying. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Yep. Tank now. Got a little bit there. I got. I'm actually wondering when exactly did they add this model to the game? Was it with Bosgel? Or is it a little anytime earlier than that? Because, like, of course, like, the thing is, like, this particular model is based on the Death Machine, aka the War Mech from Final Fantasy I, which was the game's unofficial super boss. Stuffed bear. Foodstuff container. Concrete seeds, more soft, so you are something just right. I found the extra stuff as well. Okay, I think this one might wake up and try to attack us. Yep. Booted Death Machine. Whoop. I gotta take the... No, I don't. There you go, Vendor. Waiting for your turn. Our combat reported just moments ago. I've heard it all. Now he's safe from the hands of the Imperial. Provide us an opportunity for his capture. I said they have apprehended the Blackguard as Edward is not in fact tempered, as we had assumed. It's one of the many who are determined to fight until the bitter end. As invaders in their lands, we've drawn their ire. I stand my fair share of thinking about any who fight under Imperial standard, considering circumstances, should be the best of both sides laying on our weapons, at least in attempt at cooperation. Sidling meetings can be saved for less troublous times, I suppose. Oh yeah, how foolish me, you forgot? Philly said earlier, he asked me to give you this as thanks for your help. I was wondering when I would see you again. How to report my son has returned. Poor creature. Should have seen him. Tears pouring down his little cheeks, trying his apologies to me. Glad you were the one who found him. I didn't mention a word of it to me. I couldn't believe my ears. You said you wouldn't mind moving to your camp. We did against it only hours ago. What could have happened, I wonder? What? He was attacked by the Horde Meditech, you say? Goodness! It's been quite a shock for the little man. Thank you for coming to his rescue. There's a salutary lesson to be gained from all this, though. One that I hope he retains. Not scorn a proffered hand when one is in need, whether that be had be friend or foes. At any rate, I thank you for finding him. Not much, but please, I insist. Yes, I want that eat. Turn. Let's unsilence these. There you are, and none the rest are aware. Oh, look in your face. I think you mean you found the seeds, then. How wonderful! This ought to break my daughter's spirits. Hopefully entice her to put a bit of food in her belly. And you got the extras. Well, look at all you have brought. Medicine, a toy bear? Not even ask, and yet... Goodness, I'm so touched. You're too kind, truly. My life lately, if one can even call it that, is consumed by concern for my daughter's safety, where our next meal will come from. Good today was a bright spot in these bleak times. For the truth, you're not the first to show us unexpected compassion. In the provinces, I fear the Garlemald here would turn us away. Not for us food and shelter, and one for them, we may not be alive today. Anyway, I would regret the attitude to you and your contingent. Next year, my daughter will grow strong again. Of this I'm sure. I can't offer you much. I want you to have this, and I will not take no for an answer. Understood, you say? Could it be for my sister? Give it to me, let me see it. No, it isn't her handwriting. I hoped it would be. She's taking for her time. Never the chance to say goodbye. Good to see you returned, and not harmed. At that, how did search go? Well, I hope. Some empty bottles. What I see here? Ah, an old bottle of spirits, no drop left to drink. A pity that. Well, this is perfect for my purposes. I have here. Ah, a perfume bottle. Touch the small side. No getting around that. Useful its own way. So that a match retains so much scent. Eventually, Rover reduced once we've added that. I definitely got it. The flame is all. Shit to win our ancestors first ride in this blighted frigid land. They lived long in darkness, unable to breathe fire into their world. They lacked the magic, though. They made up for it in guile. They took good fat and oils they could from the animals of these wilds and chased away their shadows. Till, of course, they had last learned to extract ceruleum from Australia engines. Those are the first setups before me. I'll carve out a bright spot of hope in this darkness of these lanterns. Thank you for all that you've done, truly. Another letter. Could it be? Quickly, give it here. I knew it. This is his handwriting, all right. We know it anywhere. Thank you for bringing it to me. No, wait, please, not go yet. I'd like a friendly face about me when I read it. You wouldn't, if you wouldn't mind? We humans have a tendency to become trapped in the past, refusing to move on. I implore you not to let this happen. Now is the time for you to look forward and rediscover love and all other joys of life. I can practically hear his voice in my ears as I read this. I promise that we'll be together until the end of our days. You're thick and thin, and yet here I am alone. No matter how dark it may be, there will always come another dawn. Look to the future. Trust that there's always more light ahead. Yes, how right you are. Thank you. Take these words to heart. My sincerest gratitude, and please give my thanks to the one who found my darling's letter. Well, just look at you. Not so much a scratch, nothing. Have your 10Ks requested? As you come through, how the ceruleum might have frozen to death. There might not be much, but we're grateful for it, believe me. Still, what we have here is a small bandage atop a very large wound. Once the amount of fuel is only stopgap measure, the scary means that we can more likely be found farther afield. If I am to be honest, I feel myself wishing for a savior, or to lead us into more promising times, as Emperor Solus once did, so he might pluck us from the sad lot. No man or woman as great as he will ever appear again, at least not in our lifetimes. No, we fully to rely on ourselves now, to rebuild our fallen cities brick by brick, stone by stone. Prove a grueling task, but it'll take us years. Just thinking about it makes my head spin. But you showed me that if we put all our weight, it's not so unrealistic a goal. But in my heart, thank you for giving me the courage to go on. Capture your turn. Good as sooner I assumed. Well, have you captured for me what I asked? Here, let me pull this entire war rocket out of my pocket. As it is, most impressive specimen, would you not agree? Crafted in Garibaldi, it moves as if wrought from flesh and bone, not of metal and screws. Tis a monument to Garland ingenuity and innovation. I should know. I wish I'd had its inception. Alas, it was my swan song when Salamigo fell. I returned to Garlemald to languish in retirement until the end of my days. I thought it would be the end of my story. My life has been granted a new chapter in the form of an acquaintance I newly made. A flaxen-haired man taught me all manner of ancient elegant technologies. It is through this newfound wisdom that I shall craft medtech capable of independent thought, of cognition to rival mankind's. The empires and ruins, I shall not go quietly into that dying light. I have the luxury of time. Don't you can clock war against? I take all the hours afforded to me to craft a machine of such magnificence, my genius cannot be gainsaid. Genius with thought and emotions call their own. Recite myself for excitement, but a brave new world we are soon to set foot into, my friend. Lucky you are to know you aided in this activity. I was right to turn to you, and my sincerest gratitude. This man has ambition. There we go. Looking at face, found a citizen whom the letter was intended. That's a relief. Fear have witnessed unspeakable horrors, forced to live through tragic deaths of loved ones. No wonder their spirits are so broken. Whether there's some magic spell capable of healing shattered hearts, it'd be only to have it cast for them. Alas, only time can heal such wounds, which have they recovered. Without our support, to stand with them during trying times. I wish I could provide more. At any rate, your help was much appreciated. Thank you. Side quests are done again. Hopefully we can finish Garlemald tonight. Probably not though. We have much to discuss. A rescue, attack on Can Broken Glass. But we'd hope to talk about Quintus. While I can wait, urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Thank the 12, thank the 12. We now should go first, secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. All the creatures in Tabor's skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our lemons and friends. I'll save it for the tempered, though. I'm marking a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Just hear how sad the music down there is, though. Yep. Couple bits up for just like feature one. Going. So these are where all these people are finding this. I noticed this when I was following just like Blue Hair the first time. I already forgot his name. Conqueror's Chain. threats in the path ahead. Okay, so after this, I'll likely have a thing it wants me to accomplish back at the camp. I think I'll actually take that opportunity to actually warp back to Charlian, pick up the request for unlock the next set of daily hunting missions. The first encounter is James. We're not done yet. There you are. Picked it right to see base. We went down without much of a fight. Temper proved somewhat troublesome. Those chains, it should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. That's taken care of. On the other few supplies and return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind appraising Lucia of our progress? Happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting phrase. See that for later. First things first and all that. Return to Old Charlane. Specimen that came from the moon. Oh, we're not ready yet. Heck, the moon has to be the next area then. How on earth are we getting there? We're getting lag. What achievements in the area? Actually seeing the new achievements. Yeah, we're lagging. Amanda, I was informed of Gordon's suicide. This has come as a great shock to his men. We're refugees. I told some were receptive to our proposal. I would hear your account firsthand. Somebody did not hesitate to accept proofs how desperate the situation has become. We do our best to make them feel welcome. Troops participating in the ambush are no exception. We afford the same treatment as any other refugees. Perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. I'll tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Consequent to stuff had he lived, he would have been tried as a war criminal, his men punished with him. Perhaps, by taking his life, hoped to absolve him of any culpability. Perhaps he too, like many others, was a true believer to the end. They say, I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him. It falls to us to clean up the mess. Into the cold. So you're curious about how matters have progressed during your absence. Well, quite well as it happens. That we procured sterling from Tapper's Den, recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. We've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, let us you seek out Nishtola, but recently attended to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. Just silly got a new burst of side quests! Ooh. Got 2 more Ether Current quests, though. Yeah, just so much to do. This. Best delivered cold. Well, yep. Now here's a sight that warms the heart. Never thought I'd have the honor of meeting a hero of your pedigree, let alone beg for your aid. See, I got a shipment of supplies to send down to Tapper's Den, and having someone who knows the lay of the land by my side would go a long way to ensure its safe delivery. I defend it myself, but I have to carry the bloody thing, so kind of escort me. I'll be sure to make it worth your while. Now then, I'll be waiting outside the gates of the camp. Come meet me when you're ready, but don't take too long. Much is about in these parts. Blessed old overgrown bastard got away again. Thought there was someone who could turn to, but who? Oh, excuse me, it's you there. Pardon my mumbling. Hold on a moment. Here, let me have a look at you. Those eyes, that steady set jaw. Yes, you're a doing sort, aren't you? Perfect. You're just the one as in the market for. Our camp stores are being pillaged, plundered, and altogether despoiled. Chosen indeed. As we so little in the way of provision as it is, fortunately the thieves left tracks. Shigoli and hundreds there tell us belong to a variety of yeti known as Almasty. The witches are so wily, once we found a source of their food, they come in droves, telling all their accursed friends. There's only one, of course, swift and bloody retribution. Suppose to find the assistance of a master huntswoman, I'm sure they can't find one of just lying about. I was fighting over to nest, and you fell straight in my lap. She must go to hunters any, right? Trying to cooperate? I'm sure that you are. Speak of the Imperial Hunter just outside the camp, I'll set you on the right path. Hair never bombs. Ah, you do have a way of appearing at the most opportune times, don't you? I was only thinking to myself, if only Vander were here, start a business. But I ever worked to the aid of Hela Garlemald. First Legion put us an offer. Their service machina is ours should we want it, though we've all recently learned nothing's ever so easy. We had taken questions to the lies from the city limits. So the engineer who gives this information has offered to escort you to the site. That's right. Mentioned by my name, even. I would never force you to attend to a task so perilous. With a great boon for our cause if were we to wrangle that machina to our purposes. Their quest in ascended there to try this of all manner, making exploration difficult, not impossible. To that end, here, these are the blast bomb and demolish any barrier foolish enough to stand between our hero and our cause. Engineer waits you outside the campus limits. Find him when you're ready to brave the perils of the city. So many quests to pick up. Skies above Garlemald. Salvation, Amanda. Forgive the abrupt nature of my question, but have you ever set aside a set of satisfying medtech armor? Yes. Fantastic. If anyone has such experience, I knew it would be you. The reason I'm asking is simple. Wish to get an aerial view of the city to assess damages. Medtech pod belonged to First Legion kind enough to suggest we use whether flying units to conduct our survey. I suppose we initially requested assignment has been injured and rendered unable to board the armor. Fortunately, I found you, or rather, you found me, as it were. Medtech pod I spoke of waits you at Liminal Station 4. Find out perform maintenance on the armor you'll be using. We'll get you set up. Cha-cha. Ordnance Cleanup Committee. Amanda, may I borrow you for a moment? I trust word has already reached you regarding the reclamation of the discarded weaponry. No, truly, it's good you found me. They're well aware. According to the truth, First Legion's laid down its arms. Fortunately, soldiers laid down those arms wherever they please, and now they're scattered all over the city. To stumble upon or radically trip upon any of these aforementioned Imperial weaponry, we ask that you reclaim it and return it to us post-haste. Please gather up anything even vaguely useful looking. Although you can probably draw a line at a plank with a nail through it. We already have enough of those. Mama, she is in trouble deep. Please, a moment of your time. Poor girl, she's come all the way from the seat of the Empire. Alone, it would seem. I mean to ask what shelter, but she can't catch her breath for all her tears, let alone speak. causing children they're handling. I can never say the right thing. Perhaps you can have more success in calming her than I could. Could you try to soothe whatever sorrow plagued her? Thank you. I feel a bit better now. What am I doing here? Well, Mom said we might find some food near camp. Right here, when the building started to crumble, a big bit of wall hit my mom. She's still trapped under it. Try to pull her out, but please, she needs help. I would. You didn't worry, little one. Help is on the way. Better, follow her to her mother. See if there's not to be done. Find a few soldiers to assist, just in case. You mean it? Yep. Mom, I'm coming. Somebody's out talking about just like primals and guessing they're new. Just like, have you seen primals? Maybe there's a primals 3 even. Were they really primals? They were more like an annoyance. Oh, and while we're here, I can get that last ether compass, ether current. It's all the way up there. As close up there as we can get. So strength, was that some sort of magic? I get a panic, think of me trapped forever. I see you can walk away with my life intact. So proud of you, my little soldier. How brave you were to seek help as you did. Must have been so scared. I was. That's when I met this real little soldier, littler than me even. Yes, this lady to help us. So that's what happened. We were at the station when they announced the truce. So I know that we're no longer at odds, but even so, I imagine it's difficult for some of you to see us in anything more than the enemy. You considered it as kind indeed to take us in as you have. It's more than expected, to be sure. I was prepared for something of a fight, in fact. So as my sweet one depends on me, nothing shall stop me from making sure she's safe. We are survivors, come what may. I'll set out for your camp once more. Farewell, ma'am. My most heartfelt gratitude. Before I go, do give my thanks to that warrior my daughter spoke of, should you see him again. Likely up that hill there. Yep, there it is! Last wild ether current. I think it might be safe to say this should be like the last big wave of side quests. Also, I realized I never changed to samurai for side quests. report they have found the mother and child making their way here to provide them with shelter and aid they require. First, I was more than a bit surprised. The woman told me of your sister lives in the rebel. Sounded too tall a tale to be real, even. Then I remembered who we are dealing with. Felt foolish for doubting her. At any rate, they're safe in her care now, all thanks to you. Places greater safety. Vendor, chase a rather urgent call for assistance for only moments ago. One of our finest to locate a civilian and meant to lead to safety, but was waylaid. Had to take coordinates set upon them. Your commander was wounded in the barrage. I shouldn't probably longer. This is their most desperate hour, and our need for urgent help. Situations can be treacherous in the experience, but it's why I ask you to undertake this task. Can they count on your assistance? Excellent. Seek out a man in Reggio Benissima and provide him with this tincture. I'll just set him on his feet again. If any luck, grant him strength enough to get both himself and the civilian back here. Put your plasma where your mouth is. But as a vendor, your shyness fortuitous. There's a quiz that would make of you one on the more perilous side. As you know, you're working day and night to escort the city's residents to safety. Fortunately, some Magtech colossi seem to undermine our efforts, but to directly engage them we result in catastrophic collateral damage. Luckily, in need to come to that, Garlemald has a product known as the Magtech plasma cannon. It means nothing to me, I confess. Where did this creation capable of stopping a war machina dead in its tracks? How to be true, I know. Here's the rub. Silver bullet isn't the damn thing is costly to develop. They don't want just anyone handling it. Say put your name forward, though. You said you could acquit yourself well of this task. You know that it is a deal to ask, but should you decide to aid us our efforts, we'll be waiting in the station. It's gonna be another side story, isn't it? Yes. I actually want to just, like, hold off on that one. Okay, I have suspected you might not, given the dangers. Then again, you are Energy's champion. What sort of hero balks in the face of a challenge, eh? Give my excitement? I wanted to make your acquaintance for some time now. Yes, well, anyway, shall we be off then? Find me at Reggio Benissima, and I shall escort you from there. Far easier that way, trust me. You are, and you have the heart to help us still in need. People just talk about primals and shout chat. They're just riding on, oh. I forgot I can't mount. Here we are, safe and sound. Couldn't do without you, friend. Now it's almost time to deliver the goods. Let's enter those caves and get some shelter for those freezing winds, eh? The goods have been safely delivered, but I'm afraid I have one more task to beg you. Of course, I would do myself I could. I'm afraid this calls for someone with skills that I lack. How can you help me again? Seeing as you're already here, maybe if I need help, you wouldn't mind hearing me out. armored up. You found everything in your heart to help an old friend once again, eh? Rest assured, it won't forget your generosity. Now, on to the matter at hand. People here have told me that about magic weaponry stalking the frozen tundra. No pause to guide them. They unleash their fury upon whoever is unfortunate to cross their path. My friends with Jesus had to combat the threat using a few abandoned suits of magic armor. She was overwhelmed. And obviously, magic turn on magic, but not much surprised me these days. Luckily, no one was killed during the incident, but the mindless machines are still out there, primed and ready for their next target. As for you, come in. Stories say you're a demon in medtech armor. I reckon that you reduced those things to pile of scraps, or I even felt the chill at my fingertips. Before I do myself, but seeing as I'd never even ridden a suit of armor, I'd just be buying myself a ticket to an early grave. So sure, never, I'll do my best to learn from your example. I wrote a suit waiting for us outside. I'll go ahead and ready for you. Don't let me waiting in the cold for too long. It's a big mecha dragon. Well, she's ready to deliver me. I don't think I need to tell you this, but make sure not to bring those things near the cave. Stand and watch from here and make sure all goes to plan. Stay safe out there, friend. Anyone else getting Praetorian flashbacks? I don't automatically turn to face. Shit. I'm still remembering one detail about how the game used to function. I remember, like, through their many reworks of Monk, one skill they had in the early expansions was called One Elm Punch. I think when it started, it actually had the condition of, like, removing, like a buff or something for an opponent, something weird like that. Eventually, they gave it the ability to give a 1 second stun that doesn't have delay or decay. There's no like decaying of it. It's like working for less and less. It's always 1 second and it always works, unless they're immune to stun entirely. Yeah, come on. Do a fair amount of damage as well. There you are, safe and sound. See, I knew you'd make quick work of those heaps of metal. Doubtless they are used to deadly effect when the Garlands wage war against themselves. They're not sure they fired upon their own countrymen or destroy anything that came within their sights. The fact they're causing trouble this far out is distressing indeed. Once more my superiors upon my return. However, there is yet one more task I would ask of you. I fear I might be imposing over much. You have my word that this is the last one. I didn't realize this would also be a quest chain. We're final tasks. It won't bother you any longer. You need to fight anything, at least that if you don't want to. This time, I need to make use of your more diplomatic faculties. One of my duties here is to find out whether the refugees wish to return home or not. Actually, each one will have their own decision, their own reasons, but getting a general feel for how things will help us determine the best way to help in the days ahead. I'll gather the information I can from the people in the caves. You only have to speak of one man. It may take a bit of work to find him. I'm told he ventured off toward the wreckage of the Imperial train. He could wait for him to turn, but I'm running behind as it is. You could do this. You'd be helping out not only me, all those who've been left without a home. Now people are making Moon's haunted jokes. I'm not going to be distracted by any more fates. I got my mount speed. I'll wait for anything else that's like on my own time. Well. The aviator here herself is here to be our pilot. Again, accomplished aviator said you're still for thin on the ground these days. I suppose they have to turn to you. Heard some fascinating stories about you, The tree you rode an ancient Algan war machina into battle against the 7th Legion? Seemed far-fetched. Now that I've got a good look at you, I see there may be some truth to the tale. Let's turn to business at hand. Dillsburg contingent has requested we ascertain the level of damage the city sustained. The only real way to get a proper handle on the situation is from above. However, there's still hosts of autonomous machines lurking the streets. We won't hesitate to shoot down an unidentified craft, which is where the First Legion's Magtech comes in. As long as we remain inside the armor, we need to fear attack from the ground. When your loins are sufficiently girded for your trip among the clouds, just say the word. Let's scare you off. Mission has a great importance to us. Hope you have an idea of what you're about to embark on. Be willing to throw the sky with essentially a metal bucket. Has it unnerved you? And ready when you are. Let's be our way then. Should start serving from the north. Word of warning though, from above, you say the damage will seem much greater than you expected. It may come with something of a shock. Your seats just have terrible things to become. Big highways. See the overpass there? Looks like it might collapse at any moment. Don't look my feather could see it crumbling to dust, I reckon. Should cordon it off? I'm sure that none of ours attempts to enter the area. It's applied to Milvam. Let's start to say now, it's ours what symbol of our empire. Symbols of the progress we can achieve through the application of our sciences. Planning to search your property to examine the intended station from within, sadly, there are still too few in number to such an undertaking. We'll have to wait. There's a sightseeing spot. Look there, a building looks largely intact. There's still one in the building, which dates back to the era of the Republic. It seems to be structured from materials meant to ward off against all manner of offensive magics. Not all our buildings are wrecked such a design philosophy. It foolishly seems that war we're not defending us to make up for less than ideal structure integrity and see what cutting corners cost us. Let's reallocate areas of the city for the most part to camp broken glass, shall we? Thanks for joining me in the skies today, Vendor. It's best I have been on my guard around your Orosian lot. Been beating my skull that you are and will always be my enemy. Spending time with you today has made me realize that you truly are here to help us, not harm us. To be honest, your continued support has been a bright spot in this gloom. It doesn't fall prey to hopelessness. We have responsibility to fight on, do we not? We are all of us living on the star. Who else can see it brought back from the brink of ruin? Many of us have lost families, friends, loved ones. Grief hangs heavy on the Empire. We need time to lick our wounds. That does not mean we are without the fire's determination. We should see our home restored to its former glory. This is part of the reason why I decided to undertake this task. Actually, I wanted to better understand how the road ahead of the Empire, and see for myself the stuff your Orosians are made of. Just sentimentality, though. So much to be done here. This armor will repair itself. Try reporting back to your conscience officer to send you this task and tell him of our findings. I like this. Give a man a fire and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Shantoro, probably. I think the only time I'll join in a fate that's at this moment is if it's already going on and fairly well going. Like if I walk and I directly walk past it. Like if I walk right past a fate that's like 50% done, maybe I'll join in to help finish it up. Get that through quickly. I cannot thank you enough. Surely you can to my injuries had you not come along. You see, a nightmare of a war machina set upon us out of nowhere. Medical supplies were destroyed the opening volley. I could investigate myself. It would have been far worse if this kind lady did not notice the enemy approaching over her life. Nothing compared to the bravery you showed us in rescuing me. And for you, I shouldn't speak of it. Too grisly a thought to put into words. Nothing to worry about, I assure you. Now please allow me to escort you to Camp Broken Glass. Food and succor await. Join us, will you? The soldier sent you here must be eager to hear of your exploits. So I got my 5 to work on out here. Come on. I was hoping a nice quicker meter than the one it gave me. Dang it. Lost my Subame. Dang it. Again. I think it finished off when it happened. More arms. Ah, someone's asking about jumping puzzles. I immediately tried to fly. Ha! Let's cut across over here. Staying in here. Up top. Actually, let's go get this one first. Yeah, like talking about just like jumping puzzles, somebody brought up, there's gotta be some in rads, yeah. Yeah, like there's that small one. Listen, bother. I think I've had my own. This seems to be quite as accessible as I hoped. Not so much accursed wreckage away. We'll be able to drag the thing out. Pickle indeed. He'd ask, have you brought ideas up that sleeve of yours? Is I supposed to on you? I'll do a trick, certainly. I'm not skilled in the arts and technologies. Means there's a possibility of my hands clean off. I try to tinker such a device. Like blasting of objects to you. I missed the path. Very good, very good. Machina can finally get its day in the sun. Poor boy was usually meant to be used against the Third Legion to rain death and destruction upon them. But led by superior officer, told this Machina is too far beyond prepared to purpose for any practical military use. I can second far more peaceful chance of life. I'm spared of grief of knowing I had a hand in spilling my countrymen's blood. I was told to what ends it would be used. I couldn't believe my ears. This was not the Empire I knew, the Empire I believed in. Taught that country's cornerstone was peace, one founded upon the ways of science and machine. How can make such a claim when internecine strife lays waste to our lands, which kills our people? Baby Orzian, I see that your heart is true, so I know that you will answer me honestly when I ask. Do you find the Empire cruel and barbaric? Those you've invaded, no doubt, do. Yes, yes, of course. It's the victors who write history. I fear that Garlemald will be penned with no kind hand. We've seen through that ourselves. Even so, I still wholeheartedly believe in our founding principle, unification under the banner of peace. Why, I plan to put this war machine to better use, like rebuilding our city for one. The days of the battlefield will be behind them once my tools have done their work. Thank you for allowing me this chance to talk so frankly, and for all of the pyrotechnics and whatnot, of course. Well then, shall we head back? I'm sure your comrade Iliad is wit is in want of report now. Somebody in the chat is talking about the state of WoW. Apparently it says has 50,000 players on right now. Apparently that's not a lot. And apparently each server on this game probably has more than 50,000 players. Your assistance is greatly appreciated, ma'am. A structured class night allowing you to ample time to take aim with the newly appointed weapons. And near to be believed, scoring a direct hit will send a powerful current to the giant's systems and ultimately disable it. It's going to be a first-person mode, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Can hit 3 of them. Come on. There we go. Excellent shooting, Evander. The division Akina have been dispatched. We have delivered assistance safely. Prior to the station, during the escort. Escort send word to camp broken glass to your success. Superior Officer Ambagai will await you with your rewards. I'll be sure of it. Okay, that's it for now. Let's go back. Actually, I had the runaway train. Forgot about that. Enough when I encounter someone else out here. Come here to First Ceruleum. Afraid this area has all been picked clean. I'm here to ask if you want to return to your homeland. Well, Jack already asked me as much. I suppose you must be thorough. Could you give me a moment? I would first like to offer a prayer to the departed. Yes, sir. Thank you for left in the wake of one particularly fierce battle. Dear friend of mine journeyed to the search for abandoned supplies. Such explosion cut his life short. Why for a lone prayer? Why don't you join me? Always was one to enjoy the company of others, even those he scarcely knew. 50 stones to mark the spot of his passing. Pray to his memory, if you will. Oh, I'm praying to... I'm praying to the dude. Thank you. Whatever assistance prayers provide to those who have passed, I'm sure my friend is grateful for it. As your previous question, well, I'm all Amigan by birth. I was taken from my home and empire by the family of the Emperor, made to serve in their inimitable wars. 10 years my hands were so stained with blood I no longer recognize them as my own. Days, weeks, years bleed into one another. So I finally released the service. First time in a long while, I thought for myself, my wife and child still live? Is it allow one so steeped in sin back into their home? Even now I cannot bring myself to consider the answers to those questions. So in short, I cannot say. Please, leave me with my thoughts. I won't be far behind, I promise. Still got this guy down here. A little more. we might just be able to end Garlemald today. Somebody says part 2 of that fate y'all rat is at. This? Ah, the artificial malevolence one. There you are. You sooner anticipated. What did the man say? I see. Some tragic story. Sounds like not an uncommon one. Except for some, the question of where home lies has no easy answer. In any case, we've done what we can at present. Return to the camp. Report our findings contingent, eh? I got a show submitting a report already, so you needn't worry about that. I promise. There's an end to my endless requests. Truth be told, my motivations for being here aren't entirely out of a sense of duty. My fathers were stripped from the Guardian forces long ago. When I heard that a refugee had been found here, I had to meet them for myself. Volunteered for this duty. Unfortunately, another refugee stirred my memories of him. So I woke up the search, no matter what his deeds he was forced to commit. All I wanted to see him again. Share a meal under that same roof. Some like Jarek seem resigned to accept this place as their home. Others, like my father, have people waiting for them, searching for them. If you can see even one family reunited, all this will have been worth it. Is it actually her father we just spoke to? The road ahead is a long one. It's time I stop forcing you to walk it with me. Thanks for all you've done, friend. Please take this. You've earned it 1,000 times over. There you go, vendor. I received word from our friend as the engineer. Not fulsome as praising you, must say. Your credit to his cause. Or lightness about him. When I hadn't seen when he first spoke to me, it was as if the weight had fallen clean off his shoulders. Remember the Imperial Army? He's no doubt conflicted about the state of affairs. Perhaps speaking of you helped him gain his perspective on the whole thing. Who knows? At any rate, let me just thank you for your hard work today. We couldn't have done it without you. So disguised about Garlemald and left to tell the tale. I was the real pilot. Can't imagine how difficult it must be to look down on so much wreckage and know that it was once your home. I'm sure your presence was a comfort to him. It'll take a great deal of hard work and elbow grease to see this city restored. I have all the faith in the world that we can see it done. I only hope that our efforts here can bring about an alliance between our realms. Go-cha-cha! Have you any discarded weaponry in your person? Yes, is this what we're looking for? Thank you for bringing it to us. I said that each legion has its own unique weaponry, but to my eye, it's all much of a muchness. I suppose the similarities are owed to the fact that they were mass-produced in the Insuladium. Perhaps when Garlemald still thought itself a republic, and they first started employing rogues and mercenaries, they sought to diversify their armaments the same way as their troops. Of course, later advanced technology made it possible to turn out all sorts of weaponry at an alarming rate. I wonder, if they never discovered Machina, what would the Empire look like today? Makes one think, doesn't it? Well, they probably wouldn't be an empire. Good to see you among us again. If I made you a little banged up from the escapade, you seem in better health than I had expected. First I heard a distress call, I feared we had lost you. And you would have. However, for this woman's bravery and keen eyes, she warned me the coming attack granted me wherewithal to avoid any fatal injuries. I hardly did anything. I really noticed something large moving about in the shadows of some debris. Must have been because of this third eye of mine. So it's true what they say. The Garleans really do have heightened awareness. What are my manners? You're quite the trying day. Let's find some food in a place where you might be able to relax. There you go. I'd like to extend my gratitude to you as well, Amanda. Your expediency proved to be the saving grace this day. I'll just place that there for now. Okay, I'm definitely like almost full. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, we are definitely almost done. I feel like there's only one coffer left. Good to have you among us again, Avenda. I've heard of your triumph in taking down those behemoth war machina. Heard your reward commensurate with your efforts. Pieces of artillery provided proved as effective as guarded ironworks intimated. Where such as be expected, their craftsmanship is well renowned, and their latest efforts I can't speak. We're down to their credit. Alas, we are not told to expect more of its type, at least anytime soon. For the letter received, its craft was only made possible through the work of a rather ambitious employee, Mount Gill. Production on a large scale will prove impossible. Expenses notwithstanding, you were able to wield this foreign ordinance with great aplomb, or as but a trifle compared to the valor shown. I offer you this as a show of gratitude. We're almost done. Stand around beginning to 83 soon. Hold on, I know you. Yes, we're the origins to his protestation, aren't you? I suppose you receive assistance from one involved in contingent decision-making process. Let's say, seeing you here comes as a shock. Seems the sort of person to be above the sniping of vermin. Sure, you've had some time to spend on such menial tasks. Very well, I won't press this out any longer. Your assistance has proven valuable, I'm certain. Now then, time is wasting. Let's continue doing the Elben Rhyme. Almost territory. We'll set up a trap. Let's start off. The next side story. Thank you for it. And your team, yes? I was part of the first group transferred here. There's something I'm trying to find. A boy, a small boy, red hair. Have you seen him? I probably still refuse to budge. My apologies. Let me introduce myself. I'm Gala, First Legion. I do what I can for refugees, though. Or not supposed to. I suppose I'm one myself. See, I've always tried to help those in need. Some call me a busybody, in fact. Before joining the military, I was a member of the Vigilantes Urbani. It was our duty to keep the citizenry safe. Old habits die hard, though. He was so determined to look after that lad. He's been separated from his parents in the chaos, but he won't leave the station without them. Thing is, there's no place for a child his age to be fending for himself. You see the conditions there. He needs food and warmth, which you and yours have been kind enough to offer. To go back to the station to try persuading him to join the camp, could you actually accompany me? I'm good to see you're not monsters that he probably thinks you are. Well, thanks. Thank you. Well then, you're like the present. I'm just seeing Reaper LV3 go brrr. Take care of this one. And get the quest chain going. This year's Elmacy's land, considering how prolific the things are, should not wait long for one that comes lumbering by. Forget myself, before I go hunting, here, specialty spirits. And then for you, of course, for them, the Elmacy's. Drown in this stuff, and there'll be 3 sheets to the wind before you know it. No easier quarry to catch than a drunk fool, am I right? Also, once you filled one, don't forget to collect a bloody chunk from it. Now we got this little thing of here's an enemy, use this item on it to weaken it. And so it's actually reasonable. Now these things are really designed where if you don't use the item it gives you to weaken it, it's supposed to be kind of impossible. Oh, like, that's probably for the quest, the food there. Like, what is this stuff? Hellblade chug out question. I hope you kept in a bottle. We'd rather not have gore dripping all over the both of us. Good work, I must say. You're quite the middle to face such beasts without so much as batting an eyelid. I would certainly expect aught else from the self-same woman who set foot into Tertium, knowing full well it was a trap. I was wondering why the blood. Well, the almost these are clever creatures. They wouldn't willingly wander into dangerous lands, especially ones that smell of death. So bringing a copious amount of their fellows' gore around the encampment ought to ensure they give us a wide berth. Back to Camp Broken Glass. There, you can tell the soldier who sent you to me there's a right to put you on the job. We got Kerberos there. My prediction is correct. He should still be around here. Think of Volisus. Knows no one better for his scarlet locks. Considering how reluctant he is to leave, then he asked if he tried calling out for him. It might help me look. Look around. Is he hiding in here? Nope, just Euless. Actually, let's see if he's hiding. Oh, no, it's in the corner. Who are you? Falsus, we're looking everywhere for you. Still, refusing to join in with another camp, I see. I'm not going anywhere. Not for Mom and Dad. Don't you see? It's for your own good. I know you. You came here for Euless, didn't you? Please, you gotta listen to me. Mom and Dad are alive. I know they are. No one's saying they aren't. Sorry to burden you. I'm feeling a little more cooperative once he's got this off his chest. Hear him out, would you? Longing for home. Please help me find my parents. Mom's getting right here just like me, and my dad? Falsus, you have to understand there's little chance we'd find your parents even if we're looking for them. Understand, that's why I'm waiting here. They promised to meet me at the station. No, it's too dangerous for me to go outside. You two can fight, can't you? Please don't give up on them like everyone else. It's either this or drag him off kicking and screaming. I worry that we're only giving him false hope, but very well. After all, the least we can do is try. Thanks to my time in the village of Serbani, I know the capital like the back of my hand. Two of us should be able to conduct a reasonably thorough search. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see them again. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. Asking a hand then? Given the present state of the capital, tracing his parents' step will be no easy feat. Lucius, do you know anything that might help us in our search? Well, I was thinking about going back to my house if it's still there. Where's that? Are there any landmarks nearby? It's on the outskirts of town itself, between the tavern and the bookshop. Oh, my dad used to fly that huge imperial flag above our house. We're the only family had one in our neighborhood. That should be enough to go on. Alright, let's get going. Metal Gear Solid. talk about like FC buffs. EXP and teleports. Yeah, guys, like, yeah, we got a lot of reduced rates. Or despawns. Oh yeah, just like, hey, this one is getting really low on its timer. Let's go take care of it. Reduce rates. What? How I use. Right there, remember? So if you're out in a bookshop, they have a large imperial flag in front of the house. You know, the moment you find anything that might be useful, no matter how insignificant it may seem, let's start our search. I just hope we don't find a pair of dead bodies. See drenched paper. Hello, Miss Rebel. Apparently from a bookshop. War knows the bar now in stock. There was a chance to own the masterpiece dedicated to Emperor Solstice achievements. Try searching elsewhere? Blended letter, Mr. Rebel. Though much of it is rendered illegible, you can make out cordially invite you're eating a fine food and drink at Palladium Novum. Yep, big flag. Dearest Volicus, I pray this message finds you well. I'll be eager to inspect this potentially vital clue. Found something, have you? Let's have a look. Just a Volicus, from his parents no less. And see if it's nearby. Yep. Looks like the Zenos tried to clear away the rebel, then thought better of it. The place is far too exposed. Peter must have come back to see if the boy had returned home, left him this letter. I can issue the paper. It's safe to assume that some time has passed since their visit. More likely about a minute I'm simply waiting here. I'll try to reply just in case they return. Now, let's head back to Volicus. Excellent work finding this. Okay, so I think the reason we have this like seeming hole in the map because we have this big block here, which normally just be like a gray spot in the map. Like you can't go here, like this one or this little starburst. But because there's an area underneath, we see the area underneath. So it may look like there's a big hole there you could drop in or fly out of. You can't. Yes, we did. A letter just received from your parents, in fact. It's sure to help in our search, I know it. Can I see it? It's probably not good news, though. It's just me, but this is Mom or Dad's handwriting. Seriously, Volus, here, let me read it for you. I'm injured, but I'm in. Don't worry about me for now. You must stay out of danger. Love, Vipsania. Which looks like the part DVD your location got wet at some stage is completely illegible. Vipsania! That's Mom's name! Her name's Maria after all. It's a good chance she's still alive. I knew it! One step closer to finding her. Oh, honestly, I'm amazed you found anything. Thanks for convincing me the search was worthwhile. It's clear to me as day to me now why your comments have nothing but praise for you. If you in the case, we'll find his mother in no time. Yay! You know, I thought the best thing we could do for Velocus was take him straight to Camp Broken Glass. New information has come to light. Perhaps it's better for him to wait here a little longer, at least while we search for his parents. Appreciate you looking for them. I really do. Or to thank anyone, thank you later for changing my mind. Right, let's go over what we learned from the letter. Vespania is injured, but in a safe location. Also says it's not his parents' handwriting. It means she must be with another person entirely, so she can ask to write letters in her stead, or at least that's what I make of it. Or she might go in time of emergency. Maybe Palladium Novum? She was a maid there. Last time I saw her, she's on her way there. Even if all the fighting, she had lots to do. She told me to keep listening to radio in case there's any news about the war. If anything really bad happened, we're going to meet at the station. A heat of battle. The radio kept you from harm. Thanks to your forethought, you're able to find shelter immediately after the city sent into chaos. Well, that's a clever woman indeed. I wonder, why did she make her way here? According to Palladium Novum, she is Nerva's residence. Perhaps when she learned the station was held by their enemies, the First Legion, she may have thought against coming here. Even if the war effectively over, she may have been suspected as a spy or the like. Or she could have been tempered. Any thoughts on the matter? His mother's probably in Palladium Novum. Indeed, that explains why she told Avalosis not to worry about her and think only of his own safety. At any rate, let's make our way to Palladium Novum and see what we can find. Picked the long way. This is it. Palladium Novum, a far cry from its former glory, relatively untouched compared to some parts of the capital. Built to last, lower floors have to provide adequate refuge. However, there are countless medtech drones rolling in the perimeter, attacking any who approach. Nice anyone those inside have been unable to seek shelter elsewhere. Ironically, the very mountain that was protected Garlemald are now one of the greatest threats to our people. Not another time for such musings. I know the interior well enough that I should be able to locate any survivors fairly quickly. Keep medtech drones away while I'm inside. But back as soon as I finish my search. In the meantime, take care. Searching rotor. I picked up theirs as well. Somebody did outside. Get out some trouble. Get my thanks. Unfortunately, I saw no sign of the royal family or Vespani in there, or anyone else for that matter. I said, it wasn't complete waste of time. It looks like people had been living in there until fairly recently. There's a radio in there too, one of the newer models, so imagine they avoided being tempered. Appears they've taken all the provisions and warm clothing with them, which indicates they have plenty of time to plan their exit. Here, however, spot a map of the capital, which they marked a route from here to the Snaculum Imperialis. You see where this is leading, yes? Vespani fled with the royal family. Precisely. It's hard to imagine Vespani parting with the royal family at this point. Maybe she must have accompanied them on their journey. Should have the condition of the rooms aside, I'd say only a few days have passed at most since their departure. You ready? Let's head to Snaculum Imperialis and continue our search. Mumba's the word. Ready, I take it? Let's resume our search. We're heading towards Snaculum Imperialis, that enormous stone building in the northwest. Hopefully that's where we'll find Vespania. One thing I'm finding a little interesting about what's been going on here, about people avoiding tampering with radio somehow, is that the towers seem to really just like have a constant stream of just tempering energy flowing out of them. Well, here in Garlemald, it was just one big boom burst. Like it's not like the towers only tempered people when they're around. They're constantly sending out tempering waves. Just like, it's like this is just like, yeah, they don't need constant protection. Basically thinking of the Royal Guard, only the most efficient, experienced warriors are served in their ranks. That's he's no longer among the living. Evidently, he's only been here a short time. What would have happened here? Ah! Here nearby! Come on! I guess I saw a purple circle back there. I know who you are, but you are a great debt. What a woman over here by the name of Zephania. Please tend her as well. There she is! Oh, wait, I got a cutscene. We got saved by a cutscene. I see you're not one of them, but who are you? Just when I was about to lose all hope, you appear. Managed to put down the last of them. So you believe they're here at my son's request. Be proud, not for him. We might never have found you. I'm sure he'll be eager to express his gratitude to this gentleman here. Yes, he and I both served for my family, at least till the city was plunged into chaos, and badly injured. He's been at my side ever since. I was still recovering, and he even penned letters for me, and placed them in the ruins of my home for my loved ones to find. Praise a waste of me, truly. After all, I and my comrades stopped you from going to meet your family at the First Legion encampment for own selfish reasons. Even the Snaculum Imperialis, our supposed safe haven, was attacked by rampaging Magitech. Notably down the shame of failing to protect the members of the royal household in my care. Thanks to you both, I was spared an untimely end. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. We're glad to help. For what it's worth, I'm sure my comrades in the First would rather let bygones be bygones than perpetuate old grudges. Two of you come with us to Tertium. And though free of Spawn yet, your son will be overjoyed to see you again. And I him, been apart for far too long. Let's waste no more time here. You better not rush, given your injuries. Come on, make it! Ah, you bitch! Like, the timer ran out, but the animation didn't play out. turn this in. Did you find her? Mom! I'm so sorry, my love. About your father. Simply have to know, why'd you leave Palladium Novum? Both served the kingdom of Lord Nerva. We decided we would join the 3rd Legion of Sinaculum Imperialis. As soon as we set foot outside, the streets are overrun by soldiers in the throes of madness and medtech drones attacking anyone who dared cross their path. It's a miracle we even managed to escape. We eventually made it to Sinaculum Imperialis and hid inside. It didn't take long for Mocking to find us. We stepped in just when we had a gun to abandon hope. Looks like we arrived in the nick of time. To be separated from my dear boy was more than I could bear. I knew that even without my injuries, I wouldn't stand a chance out there on my own. Where do you go now, Audrey? That's all that matters. It's all thanks to you. Either smiles made it all worthwhile. She was right. We'll never forget what you've done for us. You truly are a hero. Reminds me of why I joined the Vigilis Urbani all those years ago. True what they say, a good deed really is its own reward. I wrote, we must stay here a while less. Allow his spine time to recuperate. She's still injured after all. Then we can head back to Camp Broken Glass. And then the final quest, who is your daddy? I had a moment's peace since we were forced to shelter inside the Palladium Novum, but now my standing and I finally find refuge in the madness that sweep throughout our city. However, we have no possession to speak of. We're ready to leave whenever you are. It's sure, I'm willing enough to make the journey. I swear I won't slow you down. How about Dad? Why don't us all eat here if anything happened? Fry's a resourceful man. I'm sure wherever he is, he's found a way to get by. He doesn't make his way here. The others will tell him wherever we've gone. What was I thinking? I'm so glad to find you. I completely forgot about my husband. About your husband. It's fine, really. He's the chief of... Yep, it's him. Just trying to platform G. Let's all of him. He's on his way to work. I expect he's still out there now. If not, we have found somewhere safer. Telling your mind, Amanda? Someone else is worried about the chief. Oh no, he's the guy who wandered off with the key. Really? Let's speak of them. Fortunate coincidence. First things first, let's get you to Camp Broken Glass before I start making further inquiries. Let's turn this one in quick. Hunter's delivered word to me already of his plans to deal with our Yeti troubles. Clever stratagem he's hit upon. If only the method weren't quite so macabre, shall we say. Must really consider that our Wilhelm Falls have aided us in our survival. Today's proven to me that we really can bridge the divide and won't separate us from them. All it takes for us is for us to simply to reach out and offer our hand in friendship. I should like very much that this newfound partnership to continue. Someone just got here and they're wearing the coat. Crazy vendor, maybe you should know we've been kept rather busy with getting the platform up and running again. Well, yes, of course, I have to share what I know. Sure, you used to work on a tutorial platform G? I did indeed. You must be Chief Frontinus's wife. Pleasure to finally meet you. I'm so sorry to hear that you've been kept apart from your husband this entire time. Sadly, I have no clue where he is either. Well, I'll tell you what I know. Disappeared with the identification key? Doesn't sound like him at all. Useful information, to be sure. We'll need more than that before we can go looking for him. Volosis, could you tell us anything else about your father? You're so kind, never takes a break, never breaks a promise. You're making plans too. What's the idea for us to meet at the station? How's it get like Chief? All the ideas are firmly founded on logic. Tertium would act as an ideal underground shelter. If the trains are still running, they could provide the perfect escape route. But also a dyed-in-the-wool patriot. Made a point of hanging the imperial flag in front of our house for all the neighborhood to see. Often spoke of his devotion to the Empire. But in common, the Chief and I'm certain he only took the key to stop others from misusing the platform. Speaking of the key, could you tell us a bit more about it? It grants access to an entire fuel supply network, pipeline that connects to countless facilities, including the platforms and the Enceladium. I think all the pieces of the puzzle. How do they fit together? Maybe it's gone to the Enceladium. Yes, a cerulean pipeline is at the root of this. That's a distinct possibility. Let's suppose you went to the Enceladium after collecting an identification key. What's next? That's it. You can use the key to halt the supply cerulean to the medtech drones. Provided fuel, most of them would have rendered entirely inoperable. If he succeeded, and that's a big if, don't tell him what kind of danger he could be in now. Wait, Evander, Rimelnod? There's no time to waste. To the Enceladium. All the way up here. Hard way to go. Stupid cube. Walk there. I think we have entire these like robo knights that ride on robo horses. Of course, all the bombs are just hanging out in the craters. Here we go. All right. No, and I will search the interior. While you look around the outside, you'd be waiting for the right moment, in which case, you seek shelter from the cold. The spawning said, Arvutness has very distinctive long white hair. Keep your wits about you, for those of medtech foes lie in wait. Hopefully he hasn't been tempered. You know what? I feel like after I actually clear this area and get out the ability to fly, I want to go back to the camp when there's a bunch of people and just fly about all over their heads and taunt them. Not here. Of course it turns around right then. Let's Let's randomize my minion. I got 2p. Ah! See, this is in the direction of noise, see if you can locate its source. Except the Sneclium. Go. Searching Avenger. Oh. It's Stiefel again. Got bandages on. You saved me, but why? Is everything alright? Fredness, yes, we've been looking for you. Heh, must be a lucky day. But as you're going, Joe's hadn't fished me off. Starvation surely would have. Source my million pan, after I barely saved my life, I held up in the perimeter walls. My supplies ran out. I had to take one last crack at it. Look where that got me. Save your strength, we'll get you out of here. Wait, you're not one of us. Correct. My captains and I come to Garlemald to lay what help we can. Made camp at Laterum. Your family's there waiting for you. They're alive? Thank the heavens. Take care, Footness. Hurry back to camp and give his loved ones the good news. Although I will miss being able to very quickly scroll up to the top. Let's finish this side quest and move on to the MSQ! I wonder how far it would actually be if I had only been doing the MSQ. You're back, so did you find my dad? Frontiness. It's wonderful to have you back, Chief. It's wonderful to be back, believe me. Hope to put a stop to those rampaging drones that are cutting off the supply of ceruleum. Only a bit off a bit more than I can chew. You did your best, Chief. That's all anyone could ask. You're a brave man, Frontiness. Reckless, but brave. I'd be standing here now if you hadn't seen my bacon. Words can't express my gratitude for all you've done for me and my family. There's one other thing. We had to jury-break the platform to get it working again since you took the key. I knew I must be angry, but... Angry? Far from it. You were the only trying to help the townsfolk turn a normal way of life. Anyway, I lost the identification key when I set upon by the drones. Well, you won't be around. They won't be around for much longer if the contingent's got anything to do with it. We're going to love this camp, too. It's full of gifted engineers. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of products for you to be busy yourself with once you're feeling better. Despite everything that's been falling Garlemald, our platform is set to play a starring role in the reconstruction efforts. Indeed, and more than that, I'd like to be with my family. I miss you too dearly. As did we. If we're together again, everything will be alright. I know it will. Thanks to our newfound friends, we'll be given another chance at happiness. Let's move along. Yes, I've been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water. You're the warrior of light. You the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. How fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care, for I had quite enough to deal with between the tempered and the first wounded. Ah, shit. Although I commend their bodies, all the experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. Let's not rush ahead and eagerness to save day one, and doing so invite disaster. Ooh, hunt something down for supper, several cuts into plain sequence, set aside time to view the scenes in their entirety. Well, I know when I'm in the last quest of Garlemald, when I get it has an ether current as a reward. Bring all these different peoples together. There's Lise.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Gaius finally come? No, it was him. I just saw the gunblade and I'm like, eh? Seeing all the peoples together. All the fires! All the fires!
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm
Talking
yourself
up his own
to
nation.
your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
These two are bouncing off each other kind of hilariously.
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Ooh.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here.
At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
But since there's going to be a lot of voicing, I'm going to grab one more snack.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Some little fight in the guts. Oh, he's crying for how good it is. This feeling inside.
I know this is not a dream, and yet...
Oh, there's a lot on this. So it's entirely covered.
I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed.
Spoon.
And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
Me too.
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
More moon shots. Power's blue now. Radio. Oh! Another tempering pulse.
of the Garlemald Empire. Thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varus?
Here comes the tempering.
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Don't just stand there backing away.
Save me, brave hero!
Daniel.
Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Oh! There's a scene in the launch trailer of us just sitting on a throne in the palace. This has to be it.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short.
The experiment? Was that what you just did, or something you did of us?
I shall begin the preparations.
I think this might be how we actually get to the moon, though.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Or just at dinner with him.
Good morrow to you. Here,
this is a butler.
Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
That borrowed flesh? We're not in our own body? What the hell did you do?
How does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
Yes, I killed him.
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
Yeah, Pruder just like... This is such a pain in the arse!
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by
They're calling
partaking in
me
this
an
fine
Asian.
cuisine?
Because we are a Zim
I must
for
say,
convocation.
I've gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes.
Back there.
Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate.
Body of virus.
Exposition is in
He's
order.
like, straight up use exposition.
The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple.
But you don't have to have a single
But
god.
people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then?
The Emperor.
Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Zos Galvus, dead. provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory.
Turns Varys
And
into a
so their
primal.
will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varys himself.
Oh!
And lo,
He's Anima!
the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their Anima.
Ho ho ho! Anima! Oh, so that's where Anima comes in.
It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself.
Ooh.
An ingenious design.
This is getting exciting!
Would you not agree, my lord?
You've just been eating quietly the whole time.
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery.
Ooh.
Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria.
You just want the one most glorious of glorious battle.
I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion.
This doesn't want a rematch. He wants the greatest battle in all of history. Set out the entire world with the ultimate bang.
Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star.
So if you keep make suffering, will come.
The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone.
Just like for us, a personal present. All of this. Zenos is one crazy yandere.
At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite.
Then we better make her hungry!
I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion. But clearly we are above such pretensions.
No, just get right to the combat.
While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own.
Sort of lighting up as he walks past.
It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see.
He treated it as a learning experience.
Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
This is the throne where our body sits. Yep. Are you going to take my body and fight us in our own body?
Or together.
Oh my god, he's taking our body! Oh my god, this is creepy! Oh jeez!
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
Are we gonna take Zenos' body and fight us as Zenos?
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank
This
me
is
later.
all one big show for you! This is gonna be... Oh boy! Floating flying on Garlemald?
There it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue.
Things there.
Tempered soldiers, withstanding orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your
You didn't even let me keep my sword! Gotta sneak our way back to camp! Borrowed flesh! Wow, we just got... Oh, we have a timer in the corner!
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity.
Yeah, 'cause I noticed,
Nevertheless, 'twould
Auto heal
perhaps be
penalty.
prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
quite a few things here. Oh! Come on, come on. Little many things here for my liking. I have to find where just like I can move forward. Ooh, nice. I went the wrong direction. Mobilize Meditech Reaper. There's the area. You can find the identification key and fuel. Yep. There was I did see one with cerulean. Did I pick that up? Yeah. Gotta go back this way again. Getting got the small region going. I have to definitely just like outzone that one. Fuel concealing wreckage. Just in time, y'all. I gotta transport it. Almost there. The end is within sight. Refueling. What is this? Down. If I can find another regen kit, that would be wonderful. That lasts for 5 minutes. There, please help us. Well, at least this way they're taking up the aggro, so I don't have to. Oh, of course, that just happened. You guys are dying on floating on death, like bombs do. Get back to the shelter. I have no medikits. Look at that big one up there. About to die! Please, someone give me a heal! No! Fading consciousness. Shit! Do I have to start over? Unable to escape the blast, you can lose consciousness. Or maybe this is scripted. Success! I gotta crawl there! At least I have 11 minutes to do so, but damn! I have 4 stacks of... At death's door. Gravely wounded, unable to stand, but still clinging to consciousness. One stack left. Meanwhile, time for the instant battle.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
Ooh.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment.
Unfortunate, but
rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
I really hope that Nishtula will very quickly see that it's not us. Oh, it will be
the
interesting.
bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence.
Yes.
But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
I gotta take him on a portal!
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
No, 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 no.
Well, time to call off the search.
Shola, please, see that it's wrong.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence.
Oh, like the ether here mixing up her senses.
Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties.
She needs she uses ether sense, like I said. Ether sight.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
I'm so nervous.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
No!
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Hey, Grog, quickly caught on. Oh! Oh, the sword! Enough, Zenos! Give me my body back. And Daniel comes to explain and to taunt.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go.
Everyone draws their weapons.
But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I have yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows.
He's been stealing from them.
Particularly effective.
That's why they're always so
Charitable
low.
souls that you are. You bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether. And then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all
Zodiark
shall bear witness to the final days.
Force wake Zodiark up. Smile.
The gods themselves will be my meal.
Yep, he's gonna
Your
absorb
dear
Zodiark's power.
companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake.
I was kind of hoping to see Zenos' voice coming out of our mouth.
All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads.
The words he spoke
of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
And I'm me. This was quite the journey. So I'm not dead yet?
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
Everything in working order? safe. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? Good. Won't promise the same for Van Daniel and Zenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? To lead to final days or no, this ends now. Gateway of the Gods! Oh. I will have to make your report? Adamo is someone with the corpse of Emperor Varys? Does their power know no bounds? Seems not. More to the point, we surmise that that wave of ether issued not from the Tower of Babel, for a primal lurking within it. Primal whose cry rang more loudly in our ears than in your ears and ours. If you were taking the tower itself, this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is a beating heart of Tlafroy's machinations. Which case, you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Leviers, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. When taken on the scouts, the main structure is lousy if tempered in enemy magic tech. Furthermore, the road leading to its collapse making it difficult to approach in numbers. Let's propose dividing our forces into two parties, one to distract, one to infiltrate. Originally force we comprised of Ishgardian, Gridanian, and Lamentin delegations. They'll begin to the construction of bridges to make Tlafroy believe we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamegan, Uldan, and Eastern comrades be using different method of ingress. Look here. The facility marked in red is the Enceladium, the vast Meditech manufactory, in ruin now, of course. The freight tunnel connecting to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. While Tlafroy attention is elsewhere, all infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. Beware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. Tempered are using it to bring supplies to the tower even now. If you can carry their material and carry us too, provided we sneak aboard unseen. It's time to lead the infiltration party. Once inside, we must locate and dispatch Van Daniel and Zenos. It's time we ended this. Once and for all, even though we're level 83. Alright, no more casualties to Tlafroy's maniacal ambition. How quickly can we enact this plan? Van Daniel made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Of concern even, assuming he didn't name the Tower of Babel on a whim. In Amon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Zenda used to refer to a void gate. In this case, almost certainly alludes to something altogether greater. The eldest and most powerful of primals. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan, ready to move at a moment's notice. You ever see north to Foreign Patents? At least the group will meet you there. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. The moment we've been waiting for, spare no effort in your preparation. Yeah, not just yet. It's like 818, but it's also we got like because of breaks, we have 15 minutes before we hit 4 hours, but I think since we're likely going to be unlocking a dungeon here, I think we'll get you the dungeon unlock point and then just call the streams. So we still might have a bit to go before we unlock the dungeon. Waiting until it's clear, we made sure of it. Let's get in there before we freeze, especially you. Oh, the shoe will be on the other foot once we're in, believe you me, a good fight should warm us right up. Barely enough clock to swallow a newborn. Clearly you have spent too long hung about this feral dog of a Jetharo. Watch your tongue, fool, let's say feed it to the crows. We'll see who is the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. These furs are for myself and my Nama alone. Should I be blessed to meet her this day? If any woman of word would wish to be warned by you, little son. Should we set fights into warrior thin? She'll bask in my glorious flame. Stop, both of you! Stage your fire for the enemy! As Rick defers, I have plenty to spare. As do we. Yep. Dungeon time! Could please have least joined us in the prize trust? Hello everyone! All set for battle, I see. Yes, free of unnecessary encumbrances. And furthermore susceptible to the cold. Let's review our strategy, quickly if you don't mind. Pippin's group has gone ahead to the Isoladium. We are to meet them there. We wait until the temperate attention is drawn by a diversionary force. Sneak in the train. Next up, the Tower of Babel. If any tempered clued or injured, we Zayla will tend to them. Your size must press on no matter what. Should avoid moving as a group until we're underground. We need to make our own ways to Palladium. See you there. Like, I want at least to actually be important again. Yeah, like, she would just be another DPS trust, but I want her. Oh, just like it. I have to like add a scrolling function. Yeah, Simeon is just... I want least, please. Hey, it's good to see you, Vendor. Heard you collapsed, but you're given almost cursory explanation. Glad you recovered. Quick enough to take part in the operation at that. As we will have heard, we secured the way in. Some fjords remain behind to keep our escape route clear. Covered with lynched tears to lead the way into the station. I'll join you soon. Ooh. Is the Tower of Babel going to... Or is this, it's not going to be another instance, right? They'd definitely warn me with a glowing circle if it was an instance. Plus, we just had one. This is everyone. And the battle rages outside. Consider the enemy well and truly distracted. Time to go. Primary objective is, of course, Tlafroy's leaders. Should we be presented with an opportunity to vanquish Anima, we must seize it. If it is indeed the force behind the towers, destroying it would deliver our allies from Tlafroy's reign of terror. And I, for one, would not see the Garlemald people manipulated any longer, be it by Primal, Ascian, or anything else. Here, here. There's been enough of that. We came to help the people of Garlemald. That's what we're going to do. Together. To the very end. Trish should be along any moment now. Prepare to board, everyone. Whoa. At least it's on the other side, so she's probably not trust. I was really hoping they would add us. Surprise! It's not just Justinian joining. See those big golden words. Tower of Babel now accessible. At least it's not there. Yeah, but it's really, really fascinating, actually, the fact that we've taken down the tower, then we've come to Garlemald, gone to the Tower of Babel. We're gonna climb that, do that dungeon, likely immediately have to do Anima, and then I guess we'll be on the moon next. But yeah, it's just like we're at the Tlafroy's headquarters at the center of their operation, like. But I guess, yeah, I believe, like, their attempt to summon Zodiark, this is, like, the end of phase 1 of the plan, I believe. Because we still have a whole lot of other shit to do. We still have 2 other zones that are entirely secret. And just, we're gonna have to go back to, of course, Thavnir, where we're likely to have the 85 dungeon. Where Thavnir is on fire when, like, actual this... I'm thinking back to, like, the trailer. Because, like, even though the trailers aren't exactly one-to-one, the trailer for this, we just see the swarm of just, like, hell beasts, or whatever, what are they called? The beasts from the Final Days. Shit. Whatever those things were, they're not void sent. It's like all the stuff we fought in Amarant. They had a swarm of those just storming Radz-at-Han and Thavnir. Of course, as we show off, Estinian and Vertra fighting together, but between that and the images we've seen of just like a Thavnir on fire dungeon, yeah, shit's about to hit the fan. We're about to open the floodgates of monsters. So yeah, like, we think we're ending this fight. We're just ending the first phase. But that's going to be tomorrow, or open with that right tomorrow morning. We'll queue in to do all that. For tonight, I got some other stuff to work on. Yeah, Samurai, I could use some, like, other stuff. I'll probably do some leveling, some roulettes with it. Maybe do some roulettes on my other jobs. Maybe work on getting some poetics so I can buy more gear for those other jobs. We'll work on that. But until then, this has been Evander Advent. I stream every day here on Twitch, usually starting at 6 o'clock p.m. US Central Time, or starting at 8 a.m. for our 8 to 8 early access streams for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I said join tomorrow, or we climb the Tower of Babel, and fight Anima. Till then, good night, everybody.